In this week's messages from the guides, they talk about shadow work being the how to with shifting your vibration. Because when you're doing shadow work, what you're doing is you're clearing your blockages, you're realizing where your thoughts and your actions are leading you in order for you to make different choices in order to raise your vibration. And it's once you start raising your vibration by doing this inner work that you start spreading out your light, which causes others to notice that and causes them to then get on their journey, which is how the collective vibration rises. So, for those of you that are new to the channel, I am a light worker that uses automatic writing to channel messages from my guides, and I share their messages here with you. So, let's just get into this week's reading. What you believe and where you place your focus is what you will receive in your reality. If you only focus on negativity and disaster, then that is what you are drawing towards yourself. If you focus on joy and community, then you will start to experience more of that. Your thoughts, focus, and energy create your environment. In these trying times on your planet, where is your focus? Are you doom scrolling and putting yourself in a panic over things? Or are you living your life to the fullest and working on what you can change and have control over? It's easy to get caught up in the outside world and other people's drama, but you get to choose how you respond or handle things. Be careful of what you are manifesting if it's not something that you want to see happen. As your DNA is activating and blockages are clearing, you'll start to manifest quicker. So, will yours be for positive change or more destruction? Will you build the future you want to go to, or lower vibration of fear and buy into what others might be trying to establish that doesn't resonate with you? You always have the choice to switch your focus and see what you want to see around you. What is happening on the planet can be viewed as a test. It's an opportunity to see where your values, beliefs, understanding, and priorities lie. When things look bleak around you, how do you respond? When others need your support or to step up for what is right, do you care? When something is not working, do you know how to adjust and change? If physical property or belongings are removed, can you still find the light and your purpose? Are you able to come from love? This is an opportunity to see where your vibration level is when tested. Do you dive deeper into the dark and buy into the 3D drama and storylines, or are you able to trust in something bigger and work towards that? Can you believe in the greater good when you are surrounded by the bad? Can you find the light when others are trying to snuff it out? Can you trust in something you don't understand, follow your instincts, find your gifts, and rebuild what you want to see instead? These are the tests and the choices the world is laying at your feet. Are you able to remove the shackles of the third dimension and trust and work towards the fifth, and know and understand what is needed to get there and put your effort and focus on that? New Earth will exist with or without you. You are the one that determines where you land when the dust settles and that opportunity has disappeared. Do you trust yourself and your learning, your values, and your vibration? Are you able to work towards what you want for yourself instead of what others try to impose or convince you of? This is your time to take a stand. Find your light and help build what you want to see instead. Your power is there, you just forget how to access and use it. You always have access to everything you need. You just have to remember who you are to receive it. The future doesn't have to be scary if you could just trust yourself and your gifts. Everything always plays out exactly as it needs to for where you are on your journey and the lessons you agreed to learn along the way. Never feel bad about your choices or the outcomes. You can always make different choices and get yourself back on track. You are not letting anyone down no matter what extra lessons you must learn to get to your destination. You are led where you need to go, and everything will fall into place. It's your need to control or read too much into things that creates the problems, not the experiences themselves. Be patient with yourself and where you're at. You are in transition, and that will bring different things up for everyone. Just know that it'll be okay no matter the direction life takes you. Follow your inner guidance, and you will soon be home. Recognizing that you will be moving to the 5D grid does not mean shifting your thoughts to viewing the third dimension in a negative light. Moving to positive does not mean adopting a negative outlook and thinking that you are still in that higher vibration. It's about incorporating the bad in with the good, neutralizing those feelings that cause duality so that you can move out of the 3D grid. It's not going to be where you are in the 5D grid passing judgment on the 3D life and offerings you had. You need to remove that judgment. That is the third dimensional constraint. Remove the feeling of one being better than the other, as again, that has to do with duality. Shift your perspective to not see things so black and white and find the middle ground of acceptance. For instance, try to view it as the 3D grid was an opportunity for experiences you can't have on other dimensions. Be grateful for the opportunity to experience that variety of feelings and emotions. Be grateful for all the experience that you came out the other side of, all the lessons that you learned and implemented that changed your direction, and all the advice that you gave others while they were in their duality that gave them back their power to choose differently. Though there are unfavorable experiences on this plane, find what to be grateful for. Remove the judgment, remove the duality. See them as just that, experiences and lessons. If you can shift to the viewpoint instead of choosing sides, it'll allow you to transition more smoothly, as you can't go to the 5D still carrying the judgment and baggage of the 3D world. You must evolve and shift into a more loving outlook where it doesn't affect you emotionally as it does on this plane. This is why shadow work is so important during your time here. It allows you to see through a different lens. It allows you to remove your blinders and take ownership of your creations. Notice what vibration you are operating in and why. This allows you to see why you are attracted to the lessons that came your way. This allows you to raise your vibration, choose differently, and create a different trajectory with what you experience and therefore attract to yourself. You can't move forward without releasing your past. You can't release your past until you see what has a hold of you and needs to be healed. You can't heal until you come from a place of love and acceptance. That place of love and acceptance is not only for yourself, but for the other person in those situations. You must take ownership of your creations. There was a part of you that needed something that you weren't receiving that created the scenario that you were in. When you don't love yourself, you might find yourself participating in controlling relationships as you tried to receive that love from someone else. When you view yourself as not deserving of better or more, then you will keep attracting for where you are with that view of self-worth. When you don't love yourself enough to set healthy boundaries, you will attract those who will take advantage. You must heal yourself and heal those experiences and what you attract. You must not view the other person and their actions as negative or wrong, but thank them for showing you what needs to be healed within yourself. Accept them for being a soul having an experience. You don't have to condone their actions, but you do need to take back your judgment of them and give yourself back that energy and power that you gave away in that experience. Forgiveness releases that hold and allows things to go back into flow. Learn from your past, see the patterns, heal the part of you that created those lessons. You must find a way to move forward without judgment, but love and acceptance for where you were then, and gratitude for who you are now that you are able to see differently and address what you couldn't at the time. Be proud of yourself that you now know the difference and can incorporate the old version of you into the whole, and give yourself now what you couldn't provide for yourself back then. Clear the path, make the room. Allow the space for a new outlook and new vibration to enter your life so that you can move forward without looking back. Your past is a part of you. It was the steps you took that created who you are now, not an anchor keeping you from your future. Notice the difference and see which view you have taken. This is your life. Choose where you place your energy and where you want to go next. You can release anything that is not working for you. You just need to find what is preventing you from doing so. Are societal norms making you feel like you must keep toxic people in your life? Then you have given up your peace and what you need and decided those made up restrictions are of more value than your well being. That is a choice. And that choice reads that your needs are not of value, not even to yourself. When you start doing the work, the picture will become clearer. Where you place value and worth will show you why you chose how you do. You'll notice where your self-worth and self-esteem are as you unpack and see others' opinions being more important than your own. You'll see your worth in how you set your boundaries and who benefits from them. Ask yourself the hard questions. You can't clear or heal without seeing the truth first. You must be aware of the story to understand the part that you are playing. Where is your character going? What will be the results? You choose the role you play every time you make a decision or interact with another. Do you choose yourself or what you need, or are you not important in the decisions you are making? The more you learn, the easier it'll be to clear and to start to come from a place of love and acceptance. This is how you start to raise your vibration and, in turn, your frequency. This allows you to clear and make room for the new. This helps with the transition for what comes next. You must do the work, though. You have the tools. Now you must decide what to build and what your schedule for completion looks like. Only you can make the decision, as it's your project, your investment in your job site. When will you prioritize yourself? As you clear your blockages, it'll start to affect the vibration of everything around you. As you respond differently, you spread your light and remove the dark. You become a catalyst for others. They see how you hold yourself and how you feel, and they start to ask their own questions to start their journey. This is how you raise the collective vibration. It all starts with doing the inner work and spreading it. It allows you to share your knowledge to help others if they are ready. It's not about forcing others into a new vibration. It's about letting them see the benefits so they can choose for themselves. You can't control another. You can only offer. They must choose to take, but only when they are ready. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.